Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to get into my December favorites. I have several products here, not a lot of makeup, a little bit of makeup, but not a lot of makeup, only because I really didn't try out a lot of new makeup in the month of December. As you guys know, I didn't upload as much in the month of December just because, you know, sometimes you just need a break and you just want to hang out with your family, and this was my first holiday without my grandfather, who I was very, very close to, and he passed away in February. I want to enjoy the holidays. The year of 2020 was a crazy year, and it was just nice to kind of decompress and just enjoy my family. I didn't really try out and review a lot of products in December. However, I have several products here that I'm going to talk about. I do have some fails that I don't think you guys will be surprised by. We will get into them at the end of the video. So before we jump into my favorites, I wanted to share that this video is in collaboration with Stephi from Stephi Glam, and I'm so excited to introduce her to you guys. She's super, super fun, such a sweetheart, always reaching out, and just such a kind person. And she's recently started her channel. I think she's been on the platform for a few months now, and she reviews pretty much all high-end makeup, and she does a great job. She's a lot of fun, a big ball of energy, and I'm just excited to introduce her to you guys. I will, of course, leave all of her information in the description box down below. Definitely check out her channel. She's super fun, and like I said, very bubbly, and you know, when you come on YouTube, it's just fun to find those creators that get you in that good mood, you know? And she kind of gives me that vibe. She just gets me in a good mood. So thank you, Stephi, for reaching out and wanting to collaborate with me. I am so grateful and so excited. So like I said, I will leave all of her information in the description box. Definitely check out her channel. So let's go ahead and jump into a few products here. Let's start with the products that are not makeup. So if you guys are like me, I have more dry skin during the winter time. I would say I'm dry normal. My skin type is dry normal, but the times that I'm the most dry is during the winter. As my dog, I've got a 6-month-old golden retriever that is in the room with me, and he's like flipping my lights all over the place. Anyway, dry skin during the winter more so than the summer. I think it's because of the dry heat. Rowdy. I think it's from the dry heat and, you know, the heaters being on and stuff, and just the cold weather, the dry cold weather as it is. And then when you know, turn on the heater in your home, it just dries everything out. So I have been on the hunt for a while now to deal with dry skin. I know that many of you guys know that. I would say a couple months ago, I had posted on Instagram asking, like, if you guys have any like dry skin remedies, let me know. Like, what do you love for the dry weather? And so many of you guys had talked about this product from Kiehl's. This is the Creme de Corpse Soy Milk and Honey Whipped Body Butter. I gotta get me another tub of it. You can see I'm almost out of it. I love this stuff. It works so well, especially on my shins. As I've gotten older, the dry skin is the most noticeable on my shins. So I've been using this like twice a day, morning and night, just on my shins. Ah, oh, it is a dream. It is so good. Now, if you're looking for a really good dry oil, this one is amazing. Love this from Kiehl's. This is just their nourishing dry body oil. Many of you guys told me that you loved this one as well. So I picked up 3 products from Kiehl's, and this is just amazing. Now, it does kind of leave the skin with that oil feeling, but it absorbs. It takes a minute to absorb. I put it on when I get out of the tub, so I take a bath every night. That's just kind of my time. And when I get out of the bath, I will put on the body butter, or I'll just put on my regular lotion, and then I will go ahead and put on the dry oil. Now, it does take a minute to absorb into the skin. I would say within like 10-15 minutes, it's pretty well starting to absorb, so you don't stay greasy for, you know, all throughout the night. But it has been a really, really great dry oil. And then I also got this. This is their Intensive Treatment and Moisturizer. This is a little bit of a thicker type of lotion, and I like using this on my hands. So if you have any like dry patches, like dry elbows, dry knees, I would use the thicker cream. This has worked really well, but I will leave them listed in the description box down below of which product they are and what I use them for. All 3 of these products have been amazing. So thank you guys for giving me this suggestion, because I'm absolutely in love with it. I can see why people really, really love their product. Now, I've also been using this from Bay Harbor Beauty. You guys know that I love Bay Harbor Beauty. It is a fantastic, all natural, homemade type of products. This is the Honey Glow Body Lotion, and it is a snow mushroom and honey extract. It's soothing and fast absorbing. I've been loving this as well. Bay Harbor Beauty has fantastic hydrating products. So I wanted to mention these products in case you guys have been looking for anything to help with your dry skin during the winter, because, girl, my dry skin is kicking my butt. Now, the other product I wanted to talk about is this. This is from Tanologist. It's the Face and Body Drops. So this is like a face self-tanner. What I love about this is, you guys know I do a lot of self-tanning during the winter. I mean, I pretty much self-tan all year round. Honestly, I do. Right now, my hands are a hot mess, and I get it. And they're worse on camera than they are in real life, if you can believe it. In real life, they don't look that bad, but on camera, it just picks up all these little spots. I messed up on my hands. I'm waiting for it to fade off. Okay, anyway. Not the point. So if you guys are like me and you don't love putting self-tanner on your face, I don't mind it. I will in a pinch, but I prefer using a product that is for the face. And so the self-tanner that I use is not necessarily made for the face. I had heard really good things about this self-tanner from Tanologist for the face, and I love it. In fact, when my sister-in-law was here for the holidays, she asked me, she's like, you have such a great self-tan. What do you use on your face? And so I told her about this, and her and my brother both love these. Like, this is fantastic. What I like about it is that it's not too dark, so it doesn't make your face look as dark as your body, but it still gives some color to the skin. And that's what I was looking for. I don't want my face to be as dark as my body when it comes to self-tanning, but I also want a little bit of color so that I don't have this whiter face with a tan body, you know? So if you've been looking around to try to find a really good face self-tanner, I really like this. What I like to do is I like to apply my night cream and let it kind of set on my skin for a couple minutes, and then I will take a drop of this. So it comes in a little dropper like this. Make sure you wash your hands, because I've done that before. It comes in a dropper like this, and I just take what's in the dropper, put it down into the palm of my hand, rub it in, and then I start rubbing it all over the face. The one thing that I love about this for the face is it is an oil base. Not really necessarily an oil base, but it kind of has an oil base to it. So when you apply it, it feels like it absorbs evenly on the skin. So you don't have to worry about patchiness or, you know, anything like that. So I recommend this if you've been looking for a nice face self-tanner. The other product I've been kind of enjoying, I've been kind of impressed with this. This is from Peace Out. It is a Retinol Eye Stick. I saw this on the Sephora website, and this had a ton of ratings. Like, people love this. And so I thought, well, I'll buy it. It's very easy to use, and it comes like this, just like in a lipstick tube. And you basically just draw it on like you would a concealer. I bring it down around here, and I have been really impressed with the retinol capabilities that's in this. So it has encapsulated retinol and peptides, which is what I love about it. If you guys have been thinking about getting this Peace Out stick, the eye retinol stick from Peace Out, it's fantastic. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Now, I've only been using it for about a month, maybe. I will continue to use it, and I will update you guys in the next months, but so far, so good. Let's move on to makeup products. Like I said, I don't have a lot of makeup for the month of December, but I would probably have to say my #1 favorite thing that I have discovered in the month of December are these glosses from Fenty Beauty. I'm obsessed with these cream glosses. In fact, I had to go digging in my purse to pull out this one. This one is in the shade Fenty Glow. I'm wearing it right now. I love it. Fenty has always been known to have such a great gloss, and this gives you that great gloss where it's not sticky, it's not tacky, it's not gummy, it's not a gross gloss on the lip, but it's pigmented, and I love it. Love these glosses. Like, they get an A+. Love them. The next product I gotta pull out here, so I gotta move some stuff and get it out of the way. Sonia G, when she launched this really cute mini set of brushes, this is the Kiyaki set. I have been loving this brush set, loving it. I just cleaned all of my brushes. I am just really happy. Well, I got some of them dirty today, but that's okay. But while I was on the Beautylish website, I picked up this and I love it. So I used to have just this one, which is the smaller one. This one, I would say they probably hold the equal amount of brushes because as you can see, this one's a little wider. So this is like the one that's a little bit smaller, you can see, but see how much wider it is than this long one. This is the new one over here. But what I like about it is I put all my eye brushes in this one, which I love. And then I've been putting all of my face brushes in this one and I love it. It works so well for what I need it. And I like having them all kind of spread out for the face brushes. When I would put my face brushes in this one, I felt like they would kind of lay on each other. But this way, they're spread out a little bit better. And so they're not kind of laying on top of each other like they were in here. And I love this. This is so beautiful. Now, yes, this was my Christmas present to myself. It was a very expensive little deal, but I do not regret it at all. I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And the artistry that goes into making these are just unmatchable. Like, I love it. For me, when it comes to these brush holders, I see them as a collector, I guess, a collector's item of Sonya's. So I really do love that new one. Very expensive, but to me, they're worth it. And I love these little brushes. I think these little brushes are so stinking cute. So functional, and I've been using the crap out of them. They're fantastic brushes. We're gonna move on to my favorite mascara of all time. You guys have probably recently heard me talk about this, but this is the Lancome Lash Idol. I don't know how you pronounce it. I love this mascara. I love this mascara. I've said it 1,000 times, and I will continue to say it. This stuff is fantastic. No mascara does to my lashes what this does. You know how mascara gets better and better as you continue to use it? It's almost like as air kind of gets down into the tube and it kind of gets, mascara gets a little bit old, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks old, it starts getting better and better. That's how this does. So I loved it the first time I used it, and now I absolutely love it. It's like it gets so much better and better every single time I use it. And I have bought 2 backups so far of it because I'm obsessed. And since I got this mascara, I haven't put any lashes on. I haven't put any false lashes on. I haven't needed to. Yes, I would love to have a little bit more volume, but I'm still growing out my real lashes and I'm totally fine with that. This gives them great volume, lifts them, keeps them lifted. I don't get raccoon eyes all throughout the day. It doesn't rub off on my eyeshadow. It doesn't rub off down here. It is just an amazing mascara, and Lancome nailed the formula. It's fantastic. Now I love the brush on it. The brush is very easily bendable, so the brush you can bend really easy, and the tip on it is great. It's a great brush. It's a great mascara, great formula. They got it right. The next product is from Miss Charlotte Tilbury. As we know, she launched some new shades in the Hollywood Falls filter, and I love this shade 4.5. Now, I have tested shade 4 just by like a sample tester card, and I always felt that it was a little bit too light. But shade 5 for me, which is tan, it was a little bit too warm, just a little bit too orange for me. This is the right shade for me. It matches my skin perfectly. Gives me the glow from within, which I'm not wearing it right now, but I have been wearing it pretty much nonstop since I got it, except for when I'm reviewing foundations. But I love this shade. If you're close to my skin tone and you're looking for that Hollywood Falls filter shade to wear underneath your foundation, the shade 4.5, amazing. Next up, I'm going to talk about 2 palettes. Not very many, I know. I've been really enjoying this Nudie 2 palette. It has been such a fun palette. Very easy for me to use, very easy to grab shades. I'm wearing it right now, and all I grabbed was this shade with a tiny bit of this shade, and then I have this shade on my lid, and it's just easy to wear, beautiful on the eye, and I really like it. It's a really beautiful kind of everyday type of palette, but again, we already have those tones in our collection, so I get it. Like, you probably don't need the palette, but it is a beautiful palette, and it's been a great palette to grab on those days where I just want an easy eyeshadow look. And I've also been really enjoying this BK Beauty palette. So I didn't review this palette. I bought it and I've just been using it off and on for the month of December. And this is a great palette. I mean, the shadows blend beautifully. In Color Story, the only difference is this one is this Nudie 2 is a little bit more shimmery. I would say this one's a little bit more of a softer shimmer, just a little bit more glow from within type of shimmers. Very, very beautiful, beautiful shimmers. I am so impressed with the quality of this palette. I mean, it's a great palette. Lisa did a great job on it. It's beautiful, and I have consistently reached for it over and over and over, and I'm loving these tones right now for December. You know, I don't know if you guys are like me, but does your tones change as the month changes? I don't know. It's just a thing for me. I don't know, but like, I've been really loving these like mauve-y kind of purpley type of tones for the month of December, and these two palettes I have just been reaching for nonstop. In the month of November, I reached for the Side by Side Nude palette from Nabla. I talked about this last month in November's favorites, but I love this palette. But these were like very November friendly. You know, they kind of gave me that November vibe. But for the month of December, I've just been into these like really soft kind of makeup looks like I'm wearing right now. Just the very easy, very soft kind of purpley mauves, and these two are so good. I can't stop reaching for them. So those are my favorites. Okay, I'm just going to share with you a few of my not so favorites, and it has to be these Hollywood Flawless Filter palettes from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I messed up in the review. So when these first launched on the Charlotte Tilbury website, when I bought them, there was only 2 palettes available. Well, when I went to review them and I was, you know, going through and saying, oh, okay, this is what they are. Like, I was looking up the information to create the video. I saw the Eyes of a Star. Well, I didn't realize that was the 3rd palette. So when I looked them up, I saw Eyes of a Star. So I was thinking, okay, these are the Eyes of the Stars palette, which are inspired by Hollywood Flawless Filter. And this one is called Star Aurora, and this one is called Diva Lights. Like, that's what I thought they were. Little did I know I botched the whole thing, but I stand by what I said. I am disappointed in Charlotte Tilbury for kind of doing a money grab on these, because I'm going to tell you right now, these are not worth $18 a gram. They're just not. They're great palettes. They're pretty, but they're not worth $18 a gram. And I don't understand why she gave us half the product for the same price. Like, it feels very, very cash grabby to me and very gimmicky in my opinion. But I think this was a little bit shady on their part. I had many of you guys ask me if I was going to buy the Eyes of the Stars palette, and I'm not. You guys, I can't. I just can't. I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury in my collection that I absolutely love, but this cash grabbing, charging the same price for half the product just did not sit good with me. The other product is this foundation from Gucci. This is not a good foundation. It was a very, very disappointing foundation. And after I reviewed it, I continued to kind of wear it, and it was like I had to force it to work. And taking all those necessary steps to make it work on my skin, to me, is not worth it. It was kind of disappointing. I think it was overhyped, and I'm just not into it. It's not that pretty of a foundation. There are, in my opinion, there are better foundations out on the market in the, you know, drugstore category. And here, these are almost $70 a bottle, and I just do not think they're worth that. And the shades are a little bit off as far as the undertones, and they just didn't get it right. They have great, beautiful makeup, but they did not get the foundation right. Now, the primer, I'm on the fence about, because I think I quite like the primer. I'm going to still continue to wear it. I can't back that 100% yet, because I'm still testing it. But so far, I actually really like the primer. I think the primer is a great primer. I like the way that it makes my skin feel, and I like the way that my foundation kind of melts into it, and it doesn't feel like real tacky on the skin. It doesn't feel too silky. It doesn't feel too tacky. Like, it's kind of the perfect consistency in a primer. However, it's a very expensive primer, so of course I need more time to kind of play with it, and I really haven't had a chance to play with it with the different foundations because I am reviewing other foundations, and when I'm reviewing other foundations I like to use primers that I'm used to, right? But I definitely think I like the primer a lot more than the foundation, so I'm still kind of working with it, but the foundation was just, it was just So I will be creating a video of my worst of 2020, and that's coming. But for now, I'm going to keep it at those two for the month of December. And that's it, you guys. That's it for my favorites and fails of December of 2020. I don't know about you guys, but I am so happy to see the year 2020 gone. It's been one crazy year, and I'm looking forward to a fresh start, right? So sound off down below. Let us know what your guys' favorites are. And thank you again, Steffi from Stephi Glam, for collaborating with me on this video. Definitely check out her channel. I will, of course, leave it linked in the description box down below. Definitely check her out and let her know that you're from my family. And if you are new here from Steph's family, thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, that's all I got, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye.